The girl went on a date with her boyfriend, but suddenly saw a little snake crawl out of his hat. The snake looked really aggressive and wouldn't let her get close to him. When she secretly pulled off his hat, she found his whole head covered in snakes. This was a high school made for monster students. There was the daughter of a vampire count, the son of a cyclops, and a witch who was good at predicting the future. The boy with snakes on his head was the son of Medusa, but Annie was the most unusual one in the school, because her mom was a werewolf, and her dad was a human. Annie had to hide the fact that she was half human, or she would be kicked out of school. To get rid of her human side once and for all, Annie decided to sneak into the school lab and steal a potion that could turn her into a full monster. After she and her two roommates struggled to open the lab, they finally found a bottle of green liquid. If Annie drank it, she would become a pure monster. But then she thought about her human dad. If she turned into a monster, she would lose her bond with him forever. Just as Annie hesitated, the Minotaur teacher suddenly showed up. He warned her not to drink it, saying the potion had serious side effects. He told Annie to hand it over, and promised he could fix it to remove the risks. Trusting him, Annie gave him the potion, but the next second he drank it himself. He had been lying to her all along. The potion didn't just turn humans into pure monsters. It also carried powerful energy that gave monsters the power to absorb others. As the potion took effect, his eyes turned red, and his body started to mutate. He soon became a terrifying Minotaur demon. With just one swipe, he stole a girl's vampire powers, and gained the ability to fly. The girl collapsed, weak and powerless. The Minotaur was thrilled with his new strength, and planned to storm through the school, stealing powers from every student, before entering the human world to go on a rampage. At that moment, another girl grabbed a bottle of white powder, and dumped it into a cup in front of him. The explosion blurred his vision. The three girls ran out of the lab, and quickly sent out a call for help. When the others arrived, the Minotaur had just broken out of the room. Jack, who had stone powers, stepped in front of Annie. He took off his glasses and stared at the Minotaur, but the Minotaur had already prepared for this. He dodged Jack's gaze, then stole his stone powers with one motion. The next second his eyes glowed green. He looked right at Jack, and Jack's body slowly turned to stone. With his last breath, Jack finally confessed his feelings to Annie. Overcome with grief, Annie suddenly turned back into a normal human. The Minotaur moved on to steal powers from the others, but Annie blocked his way. Since she was human now, he couldn't take anything from her. She walked right up to him, and turned on her phone's front camera. The screen showed his own face. When the Minotaur saw his own eyes, he was instantly turned to stone. Then a wave of colorful energy burst out of his body. Everyone hit by the light got their powers back. Even the boy with Medusa's snakes was saved.